The New York Knicks seem to be very interested in Jason Kidd. The Knicks are expected to ask the Dallas Mavericks for permission to talk to Jason Kidd to bring him on over to New York City to replace Tom Thibodeau as the next Knicks head coach. Let's talk about all you need to know about Jason Kidd, and will this make sense if the New York Knicks can lure him away from the Dallas Mavericks? This is not guaranteed that this is possible because, number one, the Mavericks have to grant the New York Knicks permission. Number two, Jason Kidd himself would have to be willing to move on from the Dallas Mavericks. He has a chance to coach Cooper Flagg, the first overall pick in this year's draft. So there's a lot of things to break down. We've been talking about all the Knicks candidates right here on Knicks Media all week long since the Knicks decided to fire Tom Thibodeau. So make sure you guys let me know your thoughts right now. Would you be open to the idea of Jason Kidd being the next Knicks head coach? Let me know in the comment section. And also, do not forget to hit the like button on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. We got you covered on Knicks content all throughout the offseason. Let's get straight into business. So this report is coming from Mark Stein, who is very plugged in to everything you need to know around the NBA. And he says the noise surrounding New York's interest in Kidd has only increased since he first reported it Tuesday night. So we heard a little bit about this early in the week, and now it's getting serious. So the New York Knicks are expected to formally request permission to speak to the Dallas Mavericks' Jason Kidd about their coaching vacancy in coming days, league sources say, according to Mark Stein. And I will leave the link down below in the description if you want to check out this article for yourself. This is really interesting because I feel like there's a plan right now for Leon Rose. And I love the idea of Jason Kidd for, number one, he has experience coaching Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson's last year with the Dallas Mavericks was the year Jason Kidd and Brunson were on the same team together. And obviously they have that chemistry, but also this Knicks organization, they have a lot of ties to Jason Kidd. As we all know, Jason Kidd was a New York Knicks player the last time the Knicks were actually a good basketball team before this new era began when Tom Thibodeau came here. He was the veteran of that team in the playoffs, and I feel like Jason Kidd went to the NBA Finals last year with Luka Doncic and lost in 5 games to the Boston Celtics. This past year was a nightmare for the Dallas Mavericks because of the trade of Luka, the injury to Kyrie. Even Anthony Davis got injured when he got brought in there. And I'll be on board. I'll be honest with you guys. Jason Kidd definitely feels like someone I'd be on board with because he fits that championship caliber coach, proved that he can get to the NBA Finals with the Dallas Mavericks, number one. Number two, he is young in terms of a head coach. He has that modern day NBA feel to him that you want to be able to go into this league with the New York Knicks. This is a win now window this Knicks team has. We have Jalen Brunson locked up long term, but his prime is right now. And we talk about this Knicks roster with Karl-Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges. There's going to be a lot of dominoes to fall here, and I'm really curious to see what Leon Rose has up his sleeve because the big question I have is, who's the big fish they're going to go after this offseason? Because let's be honest, man, Leon Rose is not satisfied. He is not satisfied. And I think there's a window here where the Knicks can pair up Jason Kidd with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, we talked about Kevin Durant yesterday where Shams released that crazy news out of nowhere that the Knicks were aggressive for Kevin Durant at the trade deadline. Yeah, that definitely can make you think, okay, maybe the Knicks are still interested in KD, but I would way rather prefer, if they're going to go after a star in the trade market, go after Giannis Antetokounmpo because he is a guy that is in the prime of his career, NBA champion, looking for his next destination after leaving Milwaukee. I don't know what the trade package would look like. Obviously, it would be massive. The Knicks would have to part ways from Cat, maybe OG, one of Bridges or OG, or maybe they keep Towns and trade away OG and Bridges. I don't know. It's going to be a crazy trade if that did go in the Knicks' favor by landing Giannis. And I think the pairing of Jason Kidd and Giannis this offseason would definitely all of a sudden ignite this Knicks fan base back together. Like, okay, yeah, we're going to go out there and try to win an NBA title this year. Because let's be honest, folks, this Knicks team has a window to win a championship. We were 2 wins away from going to the NBA Finals this year, and Leon Rose believes that obviously Tom Thibodeau is not capable of being an NBA champion head coach. He's never been to the NBA Finals once. Love Tom Thibodeau. He built this Knicks team to where it is, but he's capped out. I think that's really what it is. I heard somebody say that Thibodeau is the Julius Randle of coaches. I wouldn't go that far. I think Thibodeau's a little bit better from that status, and I love Thibs, and I really wish him nothing but the best, and I think he did a good job with this Knicks team, but it does make sense why Leon Rose wants to move on because he's He's trying to bring in somebody to level up this team to championship caliber. And Jason Kidd is somebody that I really respect. I loved him as an old vet player with the Knicks team. I really do value him as a head coach with the Dallas Mavericks right now. But a lot has to fall into the Knicks' favor in terms of, like we talked about at the top of the video, the Mavericks need to grant permission, and Jason Kidd is going to need to want to move on from the Dallas Mavericks. Because let's be honest, coaching Cooper Flagg, that seems like it's going to be fun with Kyrie and AD. And I know they traded away Luka, and the whole Dallas Mavericks organization is still in like shock right now that Luka is a Laker all of a sudden. But I think them winning the lottery and them getting the first overall pick is going to help them ease their transition of letting Luka Doncic go into the Lakers organization as they welcome in their new face of the franchise in Cooper Flagg. So I would love it. This is not the only guy the Knicks are going to go after, obviously. Johnny Bryant is still named to watch. Mike Malone is still a name to watch. We've heard the college coaches' names just kind of get thrown away, like Jay Wright, that's not happening. Hurley, that's not happening. So it's really interesting to see that the Knicks are going after guys that are under contract. And that's the weird thing, how this would work out, because I'm pretty sure the Mavericks and Kidd agreed on a contract extension before the season began this past year. So I'm pretty sure it would be some type of trade that the Knicks would have to work out with the Mavericks in order to get this done. But there's a lot of options for this Knicks team. And I'm telling you right now, Leon Rose has a plan. It's just a matter of time until we start to see it all come to fruition. And I wanted to bring this up because Iman Shumpert, I don't know what was on ESPN. They asked Iman Shumpert who he thinks. He said Rick Brunson is going to get the job. No way. I mean, I would be absolutely shocked if the Knicks gave Rick Brunson the head coach opportunity. And I'm curious if Rick Brunson's even going to be on the coaching staff, because there's some things coming out about Rick Brunson. And obviously this is Tom Thibodeau's coaching staff, and I wonder, whatever coach that we bring in, are they going to keep the same staff, or they're not going to keep the whole staff? They're going to make a lot of changes, but that is not happening. I don't know why Shumpert said that. You guys let me know your thoughts about Shump saying that one, but there's a lot of names being talked about with this Knicks team, and I think there's going to be some names that emerge as potential candidates that some Knicks fans are not even considering right now. And I just want to say this to finish off this video. I have a lot of trust in Leon Rose. Is he a perfect president? No, but I think he's done way more good than bad to this Knicks organization. He's the man that really was in charge of turning this Knicks team around. He's the one that hired Tom Thibodeau in the first place, that brought this Knicks team to 4 out of 5 playoff appearances, going to the Eastern Conference Finals this past year. He's the one that assembled this roster. Yes, you can nitpick the trades of, was Bridges a good trade? Was Towns a good trade? But the draft picks, I think he's been solid. The overall roster construction and setting this Knicks team up for sustainable success has been good. So I trust Leon Rose, and I hope that whatever head coach he brings in is going to be able to get this Knicks team over the hump and compete for an NBA title, because that's another thing. Now that they fired Thibodeau, whatever coach is coming in, there's going to be giant shoes to fill, where this Knicks fan base, we're going to expect a lot. I mean, if this Knicks team gets bounced in the first round or bounced in the second round next year, we're going to be very upset with this next head coach. So there's a lot of things that's going to need to get ironed out before we have any idea of what this Knicks team is going to look like this upcoming season, because I have a feeling we're about to hire someone that's crazy and then make a giant trade that's going to shock the NBA world. So you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. Love you guys so much. Let's go Knicks, and I'll see you in the next video. And let's see when these news keeps coming out. Make sure you guys hit the notification bell, because I got you guys covered all throughout the offseason for all the latest Knicks news. Peace out, folks.